I was coming home after a long shift. You know the kind where you don't even remember how many hours you've been awake? You're just running on fumes and muscle memory. I stopped by the store, grabbed some groceries, and all I wanted was to get inside, kick my boots off, and maybe microwave something before passing out. I didn't even make it halfway up my driveway when this teenage kid, maybe 15 or 16, steps right in front of me. Doesn't say hello, doesn't move, just stares me down and says, "Those groceries look expensive. You should give them to me." At first, I actually thought he was joking. You know, just some neighborhood kid trying to be funny. So I smiled and said, "Not happening, buddy?" I stepped around him. Then I heard it. That voice. Sharp, loud, and filled with that fake sweetness people use when they're about to unleash hell. "Excuse me," she shouts. "Did you just threaten my son?" I turn around and there she is. Clipboard in hand, tight lips, HOA name badge. The whole Karen starter pack. She walks up and says, "You need to apologize before I call security or the police. My son said you tried to intimidate him." Now I'm tired, hungry, and really not in the mood. I say, "Ma'am, your son stood in my driveway and asked me to give him my food. That's not intimidation, that's entitlement." Her eyes went wide. She pulled out her phone. "You'll regret this," she said. "You think you can just act suspicious around minors in my neighborhood." She called the cops. And I just stood there. Because honestly, I wanted to see how far she'd go. 10 minutes later, patrol cars roll in. Sirens off but lights flashing. Two officers get out. And as soon as one of them sees me, his whole expression changes. "Chief," he says. Karen's face, oh man. You could see it all clicking in her brain. The way her jaw dropped, like someone had unplugged her voice. Her son just stared at the ground. I didn't raise my voice. Didn't even move. I looked at the officers and said, "Thanks for responding. We'll be having a conversation about community conduct and about false reporting." The best part? It was all on body cam. Every lie, every accusation, every ounce of attitude. She started backpedaling, said she didn't know who I was, said she was just trying to protect her son, said she didn't mean to cause trouble. Too late for that. We ended up filing an incident report for misuse of emergency services. The son got referred to community mediation, and I walked back inside with my groceries still in hand. Didn't say a word, just smiled. Because sometimes, you don't need to raise your voice to teach a lesson. You just need to let people show who they really are. And when they do, make sure it's on record.